These exercises are qigong exercises, and they are used in Tai Chi to help develop movement and improve your mobility and flexibility. So the exercises can be used as a warm-up, or they can be used as an exercise program in general. Okay, all the exercises are designed to help you make your body work in unison with itself, and so you connect your upper and your lower body to allow yourself to move in a more fluid way. I'm going to start off with the first exercise, which is basically standing and getting our posture correct. So what I want you to do is stand with your feet directly under your hips and just get your toes facing forward. So you're looking to get your feet facing forward, following the line on the side of your foot, and your feet will look like they're slightly in. Then just relax and just sit. Basically, you're sitting your weight onto the arches of your feet, okay? And you're trying to get all your weight neutral down your spine. So just soften your ankles and just let them bend slightly. And when you do that, you'll feel a spiraling in your feet, and then soften at your knees. From there, you're just going to sit down and just let yourself sink and soften into a stand. Then let your hands come down at the side, and they're just going to sit on your shoulders. Okay, so imagine your arms are sitting on your shoulders. You're not holding them tense, just letting them relax, but you're not flopping. Okay, so you're just sitting into it and letting your body sit. And then you'll feel like a compression, almost like a spring, because you've got this tension and spiraling through your feet. Okay, and then we go into the postures. So we go up into a yin posture, so just bring your arms up and they should float and sit. So this is where your palms facing up, thumbs into the air, and just stretch your fingers. And then take a deep breath. Turn and push out into a yang position, so you're pushing away. And with this, just make sure you got your weight into your feet, so don't lean back into it, just let everything sit nice and soft. And your arms should float and be sitting on your shoulders. Okay, then from there, we're just going to take a deep breath in. Going to come down to the yin position at a lower height. Just sit and relax. Take a few deep breaths and breathe into your stomach. Breathe all the way in and then relax. Again, a couple more breaths. Breathe in and relax. And then we're going to breathe in one more time. Breathe in. Just turn your hands over out to the side, and then you should feel a softening effect. So imagine here on your chest as well, just let it concave in ever so slightly, which allows your arms, you'll feel like a little bowing motion at your shoulders. And then come back to neutral. From here, we're going to work on our neck. So these are, we're going to put our hands into our hips. On all this, we're going to bow forwards. So we're just bowing forwards with the spine. So imagine your head is on a stick. So you're not tilting your head back, just bowing forwards and backwards. So it's very subtle, and your spine and your stomach are just creating the motion of your head going forwards and then back. So don't overstretch into it. And all the work should come from the waist as we do this. Okay, so once you've done a couple more of those, we're going to go into neck rolls. So with this, it's slightly different to what you might do in a traditional exercise setting. We're just going to tilt our chin down and then turn our head towards our left foot and put your weight over the arch of your left foot. From here, we're then going to just bring your head across to the side, and you're almost like you're throwing a ball in a cup. Then you're going to come around the back, and then again drop that weight into your foot. And then you're going to go to the side, and we're doing this nice and slow, coming around. And we just drop it across to the other side, round again once more. And now we're going to go the other way. So we're going to go up and back round, dropping our weight into our foot, and then come along. Ball rolling around a cup. Come round again, and then back to neutral. Okay then. Now we're going to do some shoulder shrugs, and these are slightly different to what you'd normally do, which would be quite fast. With this one, we're going to put our hands on our legs, we're going to draw our arms up our body, so breathe in, Nice big circles round, keeping your hands in contact with your body, then run back down. So again, breathe in, up and around, run back down. We're going to do that 3 times. So it's leaning forwards, shrug and pulse up. Okay, after the third one, we're going to go the opposite way. So put your hands on the backs of your legs. You're going to come up, bring it round. Okay, so you bring it round, so you're falling forwards, up and around, nice and slowly. You should feel all the muscles and joints connecting and engaging as we go around. We'll do it one more time. Breathe in and relax. Okay, then from here, we're going to go into a move where we're going to bring our arms up. So bring a shrug with our shoulders. So hands facing front, shrug with our shoulders. We're going to turn at the waist. We're going to come around and slam down in front. So we come up, turn round, slam down in front. So we're coming into the yin position here. So coming up, around for the waist, drive it down. And again, one more on the other side, up and around, drive it down. Now, next exercise we're going to do is for our upper back and our shoulders. So bring your hands into the air, put your left hand over your right. Imagine you are squeezing a large beach ball in front of you with your elbows. So you're just squeezing down, softening your ankles and your knees, and just compress down and then push. And you should feel a contraction around sort of your rib cage and your shoulders. And then from here, we're going to come back, just arching back ever so slightly, bring our thumbs to the lung position, which is the base of our shoulders. Come up, elbows back, and just coming back, tilting backwards. Again, our head on an axis, but not just arching back too far. So squeeze and compress, and you should feel your legs pulsing yourself up. Okay, and relax. Now we're going into an exercise called splashing. So bring your arms up into the air, left hand over right, look forwards. You're then going to swing your arms back and then bring them back up. Okay, so we come down and back up. As you look coming down, as you've got your arms in the air, just look forwards slightly to the ground and then up as you come in. So it's nice and fast. So I'll show you from the side. Just looking down, and your arms should spring back up. It's a little bit like a skiing motion. Okay, we'll do a couple more like this, and relax. Okay. So from here, we're going to go into an exercise where we're going to progress from that. So what I want you to do is bring your arms up into the splash, come down, and as you come back up, draw them up like you're doing a big double bicep pose in front of your face, and then just sit and soften into the move. When you feel the tension build up enough, just release, bring your arms back, so just opening up, coming round, arch back, look at the ceiling, come round, and then back into the move. So I'll show you from the side. I'm just going to go from the splash, bring it up, sit, compress, just soften down, turn the tailbone in, just sit into it. When you feel ready, just come up, round, arch back, back into the move. So one last time, sit into it, and then just release nice and slowly on the last one, and relax. So from here, I'm just going to do some fist rolls. So put your knuckles together in front of you, and then you're going to turn under and roll, keeping your knuckles together so you get a grinding effect as it comes around. A big grind, rolling forwards, and you should feel your back stretch and compress. So you should feel each of the muscles in your back, middle, as you're coming up, upper back, and then your shoulders engaging and then relaxing. So almost get a rolling C effect. So you're rolling your spine forwards and up and relax. Okay, from here, we're just going to go some back bends. So with the back bend, place your hands on your hips, and then you're just going to put your weight into the arches of your feet and just arch back, look at the ceiling. Just arch back as far as you can, keeping that weight onto your arches of your feet. And then when you're ready, use the legs, muscles down the front of your legs just to pull yourself up vertical. So I'll show you from the side. So just arching, soften your ankles, soften your knees, just arch back as far as you can. And this is a great alternative to exercises like the Cobra in yoga. And relax, because anybody can do this one. Right, from there we're going to go into some rotations. So the rotational moves, just place your hands down. Imagine you're pushing down onto a table in front of you, and then you're going to rotate at your waist. Come round, lift this heel up, almost like a golf swing, and bring this hand around the back, and then just elbow up into the air, and then you're going to rotate around the opposite way. Just bringing that heel off the ground, just rotating from the way, just bowing up. So we do these nice and slow. So with Tai Chi moves, we do them nice and slow until we've mastered them, and then we start speeding up the moves. Once we've mastered them, we're allowed to increase the intensity and relax. Now we're going to do some side bends. So with this one, hold the ball. So imagine you're holding a ball in front of you, one hand flat on top, one hand flat at your waist, and then you're just going to lean to the side, okay? And then use your stomach muscles to pull your belt back up, switch hands. So you're moving, using the muscles at the waist just to pull yourself back up. We're going to do that again. One more on each side. So coming round, so just switch, change position, and relax. Now from here, I'm going to use a move I like to call lassos. It's not the official name for it, but it's easier to remember. Put one hand on your hip, one hand in the air, and basically you're going to turn your palm round. So when it's in front of you, it's palm up, but it's at the back of you, it's palm down. And then you're going to use your waist to create a lasso effect. So if you notice, my hand is actually, if I don't move my waist, my hand is just doing this, just turning round. But if I start moving my waist, I'm just getting this little rotation as I go around. Okay, and that actually makes it look like I'm doing a lasso effect, but everything's coming from the waist. And you can do little circles with it, and we can go big with it as well, like the Matrix. So you can play around with this and have a little play. Okay, then opposite way. Start with palm up, come round, so we turn the hand over as we go around the back. Remember, we're using our waist to make the turn, so I'm doing some big circles now. I'm just going to take them down into smaller circles, nice and tight. Just little circles round and relax. Okay, from here, I'm going to go into an exercise called silk reeling. So this is quite complicated, so don't expect to get it right straight away. Place one hand out in front of you here, one hand there, down at the bottom. So this hand is pushing down. Okay, and we're just going to go to the side, turn to the side and switch hand positions. Imagine you're scooping up water with this one, pushing down with this one. So we come round, scoop water up, push down with the other. Just rotating from side to side, and your hands are moving. They're actually moving from a yin to a yang position. You don't need to really understand that when you first get going, just follow the pattern that I'm doing. And this is rotating from the waist. This is a great meditative exercise as well. So just turn and rotate. And relax. Now we're going to do hip rotations. So hands on hips. I'm just going to rotate our hips around. Nice big circles, nice and slow. Just feel your stomach and your back. Get a nice bow on it as it goes round. And then we're going to go the opposite way. So nice big bow round, nice big bow round. Nice and slow. Feel the muscles in the front and the back of the legs engage. Then from here, down to our knees. Hands on knees, and we're going to rotate round. Big circles, and you should feel the bottom of your feet rotating around. So we almost get a massage effect as it comes around. Nice big circles. And relax. From here, going into some knee raises. We can go through these a little bit quicker. So push your hands down, lift your knee in the air, one hand on, We just circle round at the knee. We go both directions, and then we move down to the bottom, so we just circle our foot and then circle the opposite way. Good for balance these, as well as working on your knees. Lift it up, rotate round, opposite direction, rotate round, about 3 circles each way. We just circle the ankle and circle the ankle and relax. Now we're going to go into an exercise that's going to stretch our legs out. So what we need to do is go back into that stance we started at the beginning. Bring your hands up, link your hands together. You're just going to go down forwards, keep those legs as straight as possible, and then arms out and just come to the side, a little pulse up, turn and rotate, look over your shoulder, come down the side, arms out in front, coming around, bring it up, little pulse, come down, bring it back round to the centre, and then we're just going to come back up, release our hands and come down. From this exercise, we'll then go straight into a leg stretch. So with the leg stretch, you're just going to raise your arms in the air and then bring them down, run them down your thighs, and keep your legs as straight as possible. When you can get down to your full stretch, put your arms out like Superman, sit, squat, raise and roll. Bring them down, so I'll show you from the side. So you come down, arm, legs nice and straight, legs nice and straight, arms out, sit, spin and roll. Okay then, and relax. Now from there we're going to finish off with the last exercise for the Tai Chi. This is Tai Chi kicking, which is completely different to any other martial art. It's great for hip mobility. So basically, place one arm out in the yin position, and then you're going to take your other hand, come up, create a little circle, bring your knee up, and then just go out to the side and come down. Great for balance. So bring it up, come around, back to the side, creating circles. Everything's about circles. One more on the other side. Bringing the knee up, come round and relax.